My name is Lester Burnham. This is my neighborhood. This is my street. This is my life. I'm 42 years old. In less than a year, I'll be dead. Of course, I don't know that yet. And in a way, I'm dead already. Look at me, jerking off in the shower. This will be the high point of my day. It's all downhill from here.
Lester Burnham, who some will call a regular middle-aged guy in his 40s. He has a family, house, job, and a car. In essence, he has what is typically called an average suburban life in America. Look closer, and you'll find a man who is unhappy with the things are going in his life. But as things change, he realizes that it's never too late to achieve happiness again. Lester Burnham is a 42-year-old husband and father. He is a very depressed man with nothing to look forward to and nothing to cherish. Lester works for a magazine as an advertiser and truly hates his job. He has a dominating wife named Carolyn and a daughter named Jane who thinks of him as a loser and embarrassment. Lester is a lonely and sexually frustrated man whose highlight of the day is masturbating in the shower. Things begin to change when he becomes infatuated with Jane's cheerleader friend named Angela.
Lester Burnham has absolutely no teamwork aspects. He does not work very well with his wife and does not do things with his family that may be fun and interesting. The only teamwork aspect he might show are towards things that he's obligated to do, such as help pay bills.
Lester Burnham may have proved himself in having wit and intelligence once his paradigm has shifted, but how well was his emotional intelligence and effectiveness and life success? Lester's emotional intelligence is non-existent. He has no motivation to succeed or excel in his life. He has been stuck in the same position for years and would have probably stayed like that if he never got the courage to quit his job.
Lester didn't have the best communication skills. His way of communicating with his family was telling them how messed up his day was rather than taking the time to wonder how they really felt. His skills of communicating within the family were very poor. However, his verbal skills were very well in place.
Although Lester is very depressed and stressed, it is obvious that he has anger locked up inside him. Lester expresses his true anger to his family the day he quits his job. Sitting at the dinner table, Lester explains to Jane how he quit his job. Carolyn is completely upset and begins arguing with him. Lester, feeling that he cannot take anymore, stands up and throws a plate against the wall. Very calmly, he tells Carolyn not to interrupt him. Dumbfounded, Carolyn can only sit and stare.
Lester shows self-esteem issues throughout the movie. In the beginning, he lives a life full of emptiness. His wife, his daughter, and even his co-workers would describe him as a loser. He tried to avoid all the negative vibe on him by just living a lie. He knew that his life was looking at a dead-end street with no way out. Everything looked like nothing was going to change until he went to his daughter's cheerleading performance where he met Angela. After seeing her for the first time, he felt young again. He became infatuated and obsessed as he dreamed about her every night. When Lester heard Angela say that she thought he was cute, Lester's self-esteem rose up high.
In the beginning of the film, Lester Burnham is faced with a life of not only depression, but stress as well. He is stressed about his job and about the failed relationships he had with Jane and Carolyn. He is not able to manage all the stress he feels until the day he meets Ricky Fitz. Ricky opened the eyes of Lester and allowed him to see that quitting his job doesn't mean the end of the world. Right after quitting his job, Lester can't feel any happier. The weight that has been on his shoulders for so long has finally been lifted.
Lester Burnham's greatest achievement was overcoming adversity in his life. His life was nothing more than a disaster that he let happen. It was as if he gave up on life and was stuck living only to work. Overcoming this adversity happened by chance, not because he took the initiative to change himself. Angela and Ricky was the key to start changing his life, but he quickly took control when he was finally able to live again.
Lester Burnham has been stuck in the same paradigm for years. Each day that passes seems like the same day as before. He's completely detached from the things in life that make it worth living. His relationship with his wife and daughter seems detached, and he's stuck in the same dead-end job he was in 14 years ago. Lester's paradigm began to shift when he became infatuated with Angela. He started working out and feeling better about himself. His paradigm completely shifted when he realizes that it's never too late to redeem happiness in life again. He quit his job and blackmailed his boss to pay him a full year's salary. Once he found out that his wife was seeing another man, he had every reason to do whatever he wanted. He started doing things that his wife will usually be against, such as getting a new car, abusing marijuana, and just finally being able to live again. He has taken back full control of his life and he loves it. Throughout the movie, Lester Burnham shows a poor leadership style. He has been working for the same company for years without moving up. Usually the man is the head of the household and the provider for the family. But in this case, his wife Carolyn seems to be the one to fit that role. Lester does not show much interest or care towards his family at first, but as he learns to find himself, he then shows more concern for his family. He tries to rekindle the flame that has died between him and Carolyn, and he asks about Jane if she's happy. Towards the end of the film, Lester shows that he has become a leader of his own life, but does not get the chance to show if he is able to become a leader to his own family and career.
I guess I could be pretty pissed off about what happened to me, but it's hard to stay mad when there's so much beauty in the world. Sometimes I feel like I'm seeing it all at once, and it's too much. My heart fills up like a balloon that's about to burst. And then I remember to relax and stop trying to hold on to it. And then it flows through me like rain, and I can't feel anything but gratitude for every single moment of my stupid little life. You have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sure. But don't worry. You will someday.